This conference will now be recorded.
Last meeting we discussed about dialog box creation, right? We have written code in the job itself. Okay, let me execute again this particular code. We'll see. Mm, what is the job name? Sample DLG class. Okay, sample DLG class. This is the dialog box we have designed with two controls, like from date and to date, and we are accessing EMP table through this dialog box fields. We are interacting with the database related to date of birth. We are filtering the data and we are fetching based on the date of birth, which is given in the dialog box. See here. Okay, here we are providing parameters like according to the date values. We are fetching the data from the table of EMP table, right? So this is the data we are getting from the EMP table. So that is the logic we have written inside the dialog box here. Whatever the code we are writing here, so according to that we are getting the data from the table itself. Now we can implement a few more things here, like different fields. Okay, here we discussed just about date fields, right? Okay, let me declare a few more variables: df3, df4, df5, df6, df7, df8. Okay, and here df3 equal to, I need a text box in my dialog box. dlg dot, just a second, dlg dot, okay, add field. So just a second, guys. So why the IntelliSense is not working? Okay, now df3 equal to dlg dot add field extended type str. Suppose if we have any string related extended data type, for example, we can use existing extended data type. Even if you want to create a text box in your dialog box. Okay, let's see. If you go to the application explorer, data types, like extended data types, you can search for any extended data type which is related to string. For example, there is a account name or account num. It is a string. How we know that it is a string? If you go to the properties of your particular extended data type, you can find there is a string size. So that is string. The string size is 20 characters. Absolutely, I can use this account num in my dialog box, or account name which is related to application platform. Already this application platform, we have taken a referenced model to our HR management model. So absolutely we can use this one. Now here you can type account num, and here whatever the label you want to show at runtime, you can provide here. For example, some description I required. Of course, you are giving account account number, but you are providing the different label. That is also possible. You can absolutely take it, not a problem. Description. Okay, this is related to text box.
I think, sorry, here, is it right way to take any other extended data type, or if does it matter whether it's What?
Is there any other way?
No, no. I'm saying you have used account num as a string type here, right?
Hmm.
Extended data type, and having size 20. Let's say if my requirement is to have the size 30, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
In that case, I think we cannot even increase the size of this account num.
No, 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 that is not possible. I mean, not possible in the sense we cannot modify the size of existing extended data types, because this account num we may use in different cases. So we should not modify the size until
So
unless
in
if there is
relationship
a big requirement. So you better to create your own extended data type. If you want to show, or if you want 30 size, you
also.
just create your own extended data type and you can use it simply.
So what is the recommendation here? Means recommend, yeah,
See,
best practice.
recommendation in the sense, suppose you are developing a separate project and a separate project, okay, you can use, if your requirement is 20 characters, absolutely you can use account num. Suppose if your requirement is out of the box of your existing, then you can go for new one. Recommend in the sense both are recommended. If you are creating a new one, who will object you? If you are using existing one, that too, that particular extended data type belongs to application platform or application foundation, application suite, absolutely no issues, because we are already extended. We are already taken as a referenced model. So you absolutely you can use it. So that is the thing, right? So why we are taking a referenced model every time? No need to create, already we have. Why can't we use it? That is the reusability concept, right? If there is a requirement of every time new things, creating of new things, so then what is the use of existing objects? You better to
Okay.
use it instead of creating. You can just use it already in front of in our AOT. We have everything, simply you can use it.
Okay.
I mean, if you have a specific requirement and that requirement is not matching with any existing object, you just go for uh, definitely new one. Here, my account, I mean, my description field size, I'm expecting 20 characters already. That 20 characters already available for account num, so I'm using it.
I
Okay.
have a question, Arjun. So we can
Hmm.
only use extended data type, or we can also use we can also create a new field.
That's what I told you till now.
So it is mandatory to create an extended data type, right?
Man, not, I'm not saying it is not mandatory to create a extended data type. If we have already extended data type in our AOT, which is matching with our requirement, then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
we
use.
can. Yeah. So if it is not existing,
You can create.
okay.
You just create and use it. Here already just we created extended data type called EMP ID, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
So
in the
yeah,
same way, you can create one more extended data type which is related to string, and you can use it here in the place of account num simply.
yeah, yeah, that was my question. Yeah. So it is mandatory for us to create. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, mandatory. If the requirement is not matching, see, account num, if you go to the account num, just let me open the properties of the account num. So the size is 20 characters, and the label is, what is the label? Account number, right? Account number. There is no help text. You can see there is no help text. There is a label. The label is account number, and the size is 20 characters. So here, what exactly I'm taking from existing properties? Only I'm taking size, right? Only I'm taking size. Okay, I don't need a label, I don't need help text. So what I'm doing here, simply I'm providing the label here as a description. And if you want the label, or I mean help text also, here I'm typing help text here. enter. This is help text. Only through this account number, what exactly we are getting? What is the
Size
what is
and
the
data type.
what is the base property we are acquiring here? What is the base property we are inheriting? Only size, nothing is there. Everything I am giving at runtime, right? Description and enter description is the help text. Okay, so this is the way you can create your extended data type and you can use it, or else you can use existing extended data type if you want. If I need text box in my dialog box, suppose I need a real field in my real field. For example, I just want to enter some amount values or percentage values in my dialog box. DLG dot add field extended type str. We have already amount extended data type is there. So here you can type anything like enter salary, like this. Enter salary. You can use directly existing one, no objection at all. You for using amount, like from date, like amount. These are all like a system extended data type. If you observe something here, from date is in green color, account num is in black color, but both are extended data types. What is the difference? These are all system extended data types. We cannot modify the properties. Account num is application related extended data type. So you can edit the properties of your account num, but these from date, amount, properties you cannot modify. Okay, and now this is a real field, date field, string field, real field. Suppose if you want to show integer field, okay, you just create integer extended data type and you can use it simply. And one more thing, df5 equal to dlg dot add field. Okay, I just want to I just want to provide a base enumerator. I mean, like a uh, drop down kind of thing. Okay, drop down field with male, female, something like. We have a enum str is there. Previously, we have written the conversion function called extended type str. Now I'm using enum str. So you can use base enum called like gender. It is already predefined. Okay, gender. This is like a base enum. Okay. What kind of fields? For example, I just want to provide some drop down something like if you go for loan table. Let me open the loan table in the browser. Here for employee ID, we are getting a drop down from the EMP table, the data. If you see, when you clicking on employee ID, we are getting this drop down, right? I need this kind of drop down from EMP table. Now I will create one field df6 equal to dlg dot add field. I don't know why we are not getting intelligence. Extended type str. Already we have created extended data type called EMP-ID. That EMP-ID I will use it here. EMP-ID. And if the label is already there for EMP-ID, no need to provide. Okay, let me check. Okay, the label is there and help text is there, size is also there. Okay, so no need to provide the label here for runtime. In runtime, we just make it like this. But if you want to get the drop down for this particular field, we need to create a relation for this extended data type. We need to create a table relation. We don't have a relation, but we need to create a table relation. I'll tell you, once we open this dialog box, this field will this field not by default it will be without any drop down. After showing this one, I will create a drop down kind of thing. Okay, and text box, date field, string field, and everything I have created. Okay, let's execute this one. See here, from date to date and description field. Okay, description field and employee ID and gender and the salary related field, everything we are getting here. Okay, now I just want to create a drop down for EMP ID. I don't want to enter the manual data. Okay, you just go for extended data type, and here go to the properties of your extended data type first. Okay, and here there is a property called reference table. First, provide the reference table, EMP table. Okay, and now go to the table relations. Now I'm going to creating a sorry, here there is a table reference. I'm creating a new table reference. You have given a table reference right here, reference table. So I'm creating a table reference, and here I'm going to the properties, and I'm setting the related field, EMP ID from the EMP table. So successfully we have created a relation here. This extended data type is related with employee ID in EMP table. That is the way you need to understand. I have created a relation for extended data type, so that whenever we are using this extended data type as a unbounded control, there you will get drop down from EMP table the data. Let's build and execute. Now you will get a drop down in your dialog box for EMP ID field. See here. Okay, not refreshed, I think. For example, if you are providing like E111, just a second. Rebuild. So definitely we will get a drop down whenever you use EMP ID as a unbounded control. Okay, let's execute again. This is sample dialog box. Sometimes it may not reflect, but definitely it will come as a drop down. I mean, we can see the drop down. Sometimes it may not uh, reflect in the user interface. See here, there is a drop down from employee ID. I mean, from EMP table, right? Oh, right. So this is a gender field, salary field, date field, and a text field. But we need to write code according to your code, which is written here. Here, you will get that kind of result. Okay. I can provide some field groups here. That also I'll tell you. I will set some caption like DLG dot, like why we are not getting IntelliSense here. Uh, Guys, just a second. Let me close the application and I'll reopen it. Okay, mandatory field. Okay, I'll tell you that. Okay, here I'm just giving some DLG dot, like a caption. There is a property called caption. Okay, here I'm giving some caption like sample dialog. Okay, I just have given a sample dialog. It is a caption. I'm just giving some field group DLG dot add group, like here I'm giving something like a date range. Okay, and after that, for remaining fields, I'm just giving another group, other details. Okay, and I just want to make some field as a mandatory column, something like account number. I should make it as a mandatory column. So here uh, the field reference is in df3, right? This field reference is in df3. So df3 dot mandatory, it is asking boolean value, make it true, right? So you will get some star mark kind of thing. Okay, let's execute. Let's build and execute. We have added a caption, field groups, and we set mandatory to the account num. These three things we will see. See here. It is a mandatory column description. That's what it is showing, like a red color, something like border highlighted, right? And yeah, so we have set some caption, right? Sample dialog and date range. It is a field group. Other details. It is a field group. And we can make it into something like a tab pages. Even if you want to set some tab pages, that is also possible. Okay, like here I'm giving some dlg dot add tab page, like okay, I forgot to tell you checkbox. That also I'll tell you how to create a checkbox in the dialog box. Just a second, let me close this and I will reopen it. Taking a long time. Here it is a date filter is a tab page, okay, and general is a tab page. You can segregate in tab pages your complete data like this. Okay, and I just want to tell you about checkbox. Already we have like df6 up to dx6 we have used uh, like I will create one field df chk df chk equal to dlg dot add field extended type str. We have a extended data type called no sid, and here we need to provide must and should label. Okay, the label I'm giving like a status. If you want to make it by default tick mark df chk dot value, equal to true. That's it. Execute. If you want to place any value by default and that should be disabled, then we can also make it. Allow edit option should be remove on a particular field. Allow edit should be no. Just a second, guys. Let me re-execute the application. Suppose I just want to make some value as a default value in my application in my fields. For example, let me take as a from date. Okay, I just want to make the from date as a today date. df1 dot value equal to or else I'm just giving today function here. So automatically in from date field you will get today date by default as a default value, and that field should be disabled. df1 dot allow edit. Okay, false. Okay, okay, let's execute. Okay, when you go to the date filter and it is see here in from date, automatically system is taking today date and it is already disabled, you can see, and there is a status field. By default it is showing no. If you want to show yes by default, we should make it yes. Okay, is it clear right now? And anything you want to know here, like elevate value
Right. So
and
Arjun here, that is fine. But how do we use these fields?
these fields, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for example, okay, I'll tell you something here for you. we have a table, EMP table. Okay, let me open this table. I just tell you simple scenario here. Through date fields, we are finding the date of birth employees, right? In that date of birth employees, I should filter status yes records. Maybe whatever the criteria here I'm giving, according to that criteria, I just want to get the data from the table. And here also, I just need SAM gender, male or female employees. For example, here where there is a status yes records are 3. In those status yes records, male persons are 1 and 2 male persons, and the date of births are second month. This is second month, and this is first month. Okay, now I will write the code here, and emp loc dot status equal to status field is df check, right? Df chk, df chk dot value. Whatever the value I'm taking, that value according to that I will compare here. Okay, and emp loc dot gender equal to gender field is belongs to which field? df5. So df5 dot value, df5 dot value. According to that, we will get the data from the table. Whatever the criteria we are giving in the dialog box, according to that, we will get the data.
So for any kind of field, if you want to capture the value, only value function is there, is it?
Yes, value function. df5
Any
dot value. Anything, df5 dot value dot value. It is just a reference of the field. df6 is a reference, df5 is a reference dot value. Now I will filter the data and giving some important things. I will take only second month dates because already in from date we have taken today date, right? So let's take second month range. I mean, so whatever the value, I think we will not get any data. Second month, it is a 8th month. It is a second month and 8th date. So
update it here better.
so we just need to remove that today function in the from date, and we need to get the data. So you should understand, right? I mean, your the logic according to that. So whatever the values we are providing in the dialog box, according to that, I'm writing the business logic here. Simply, according to my client requirement, simply in while select, I'm writing itself. So date of birth should be in between from date and to date. Status should be whatever the status I'm giving according to that status, and gender, whatever the value I'm giving, that gender. Okay, here I'm removing that.
And all logic should be written inside run.
At runtime
Run
only.
method.
In run method.
Okay.
This is just we are writing in like a job. But normally in real time, we will not write code in job level. Suppose if you are writing in job level, how can you access from the user interface? How can you call this job from front-end application?
Okay. Somewhere we have I have seen that bad jobs, right?
We
So
have to write in class. All these business logic, we have to move to the class. It is a runnable class. Runnable class, absolutely not possible to attach to the user interface. Not possible. Okay, so we have to write a normal class. For that class, we need to create a menu item, action menu item we need to create. Previously, we have created a display menu item, right? Display menu item. To attach a form into the user interface, we have created a display menu item. Now, I just want to open this code dialog box from user interface by single click directly. So we have to move, or we have to write all these business logic in a class, not a runnable class. Then for that class, I can create a menu item, action menu item. That action menu item I can attach in the user interface. So that is the process. That process I'll tell you in tomorrow class. How to write a code in class.
and their date and time execution date and time is also set. Can we we can also do that, right?
Yes, yes. Now I'm giving like February 1st to February last. And status, yes. Fields I'm taking. Gender, male I'm taking. Okay, let me execute. Only one record selecting. And we have given mandatory field, but it is not working. Did you observe that?
Yeah.
So we need to write extra line of code for that. If the value is empty, we should not run the dialog box. So we have to write extra line for that. And here simply if maybe if I write here if, so what is the field? Account num, right? Account num is df3, right? df3 dot value, if it is equal to null value, empty. Okay. So not equal to null. Maybe we will set up like that. It would be better, I think.
Should be explanation equal to. Arjun, I think you have mentioned here if df3 dot value equal to explanation blank.
It is a
I
string
think,
value, right?
yeah, but I think this should be explanation equal to blank, not equal to.
If it is not equal to blank, it will run the dialog box. If it is a blank,
Yeah,
it will show the warning
yeah.
warning
I'm
message.
just I'm just checking. I'm just thinking about the syntax. This is
Let's execute and see. If it is not working, we will change it. Not a problem. Uh, like what is that account number? Please enter account number. It is a description field, right? like that. So we need to write inside the if condition.
So here, if dialog.run will execute only if when we click OK button, right?
When the dialog box, if you want to open the dialog box, like
Can we also throw a warning without box? We can throw like a
okay, info message.
Oh, not okay, okay. But without info message, we cannot do like a okay. Yeah, yeah.
Nothing. Either you should use info, either you should use box. That's it.
And one more question. So, if you are selecting a field, like just like if we select one value, we get a modify or init value. Like we get all of the fields automatically filled up, right? So we can do that in this dialog box. No?
Runtime we can use that. Runtime it is possible. I mean, when you select a field, already we have written this kind of a business logic in employee ID in loan form. If
Yeah.
you select employee ID, automatically name is filling, right?
Yeah.
The same thing also it is possible in the dialog box. In runtime we can, I mean, after opening the dialog box, we can use that. One method will be there actually, that in the dialog box. I mean, in classes level that is possible. Here I think because dialog box is after opening the dialog box, when you click on OK button only, system will execute the code. Am I right?
Yeah.
Until the code system will not touch any method in the backend.
Yeah.
When you click on OK button only, system try to execute your business logic in this case. But whatever you asked me, that we have something like one method will be there. That I need to check. Okay. Oh, here what exactly?
Description field.
Description field. Okay. Let's provide some values. Oh my God. See, it is not accepting even when you click on OK button. For example, if I'm giving some description, no, nothing is happening. I think error message came. Okay, we'll see that. Okay, I'll.
Okay.
No, it is venting. I mean, it is going back to the. Let's delete this piece of code. Okay, up to right now, just practice it, and we'll move this code to the class tomorrow, because everything we have written in job, right? We cannot call job directly from the user interface, so that we need to write the class. I mean, this one, like new item. Till now, we have taken this runnable class. Now I will create a class tomorrow, and in that class, I will try to write the code. But directly, I will not write the same business logic. I will tell you some sample classes, normal sample classes. After that, one example, normal class, and one example on this class and this dialog box, so that you will get both. You will have an idea.